Right now as you read this, millions of men are being destroyed by the same trap. The message on the cell phone, the casual encounter at the supermarket, the 2 a.m. call, your ex is back, and you are about to make the biggest mistake of your life. Stop. Now. Romantic society sold you the comforting lie that love conquers all, that second chances are noble, that forgiveness is divine. But the brutal truth no one dares to tell you is this: when an ex comes back, it's not love, it's strategy, it's calculation. It's you being demoted to plan B after her plan A blew up in her face. You're probably one of them, one of the millions who at this second is looking at that message from her, feeling your heart race, selective memory activating only the good moments, conveniently forgetting why the hell you broke up. You're rationalizing, justifying, creating narratives. This is exactly you, and you know I'm right. Let me tell you about Raphael, a 32-year-old lawyer, successful, intelligent. He spent 5 years with Marina, 5 years building a life together, plans, dreams, an apartment decorated with custom-built furniture they chose together. Saturday mornings at Toy Taiti, the market picking out wines. Sundays watching series cuddled on the couch that cost 3 salaries. Marina's dog that he helped raise since she was a puppy. Her perfume ingrained in the pillows. The plants they grew together on the balcony. 5 years of inside jokes only they understood. 5 years of rituals. 5 years of certainty that it was forever. Then one day, out of nowhere, Marina arrives and says she needs to experience single life, that she feels suffocated, that she needs to find herself. The words left her mouth with surgical coldness, as if 5 years could be deleted with 3 canned phrases she clearly rehearsed in the mirror. Raphael pleads. Raphael argues. Raphael shows photos. Raphael cries. Cries like he hadn't cried since his father died. Cries until there are no more tears. Cries until his throat aches. Marina leaves anyway, takes the dog, leaves the plants to die. 8 months later, Raphael is at the gym, finally getting back in shape. He lost the 15 pounds he gained drinking to forget. He started dating a colleague from the office, Sophia. Smart woman, no drama, no games. He's laughing again. Really laughing, not that forced smile. He practiced for months. Then his phone vibrates. Hi, can we talk? Her profile picture is still the same, the one from his birthday, when she said she loved him forever. Marina missed the stability. Marina missed the affection. Marina realized that out there isn't what she imagined. Guys only wanted sex. No one wanted to build anything. No one could handle her anxiety attacks. No one had patience for her dramas with her narcissistic mother. Marina tested the market and found out she's not worth as much as she thought. Marina wants to come back. Raphael almost accepts. Almost. But then he remembers the pain. The first 3 months when he couldn't enter the bedroom without crying. The sleepless nights staring at the ceiling. The mornings he woke up and for 2 seconds forgot she was gone. And then reality hit him like a punch to the gut. Every day. For months. The minefield. That's what getting back with an ex is. You've stepped on those mines before. You've exploded. You've bled. And now you want to cross the same field expecting a different result because she said she changed? Because she cried? Because she promised? A lie. You're thinking now that your case is different, that she really might have changed, that your love was special. This is exactly what every victim thinks. Every man destroyed by this cycle thought the same thing. You are not special. Your situation is not unique. You are about to step on the same mine that already blew you up before, and you will do nothing. The truth they hide from you is that an ex's return follows a mathematical pattern. Predictable. Calculated. She didn't wake up one day and realize she loves you. She woke up one day and realized her options failed. The guy she thought was better than you turned out to be a jerk. The single life she idealized turned out to be empty and cruel. The independence she sought turned out to be loneliness and insecurity. Let me show you the arsenal she uses, the tactics, the strategies, the psychological bombardment that is happening in your mind right now. First tactic, the window of opportunity analysis. Pay attention to the timing. When did she come back? After breaking up with another guy? As she's approaching 30? When she saw your happy photos on Instagram? When the rent went up? when her friends got married, when the new boss at work didn't hit on her. The timing is never a coincidence. It's pure calculation. She didn't come back because she loves you. She came back because she needs something you offer. Stability, validation, financial security, attention. You are the safe harbor when the storm arrived. But when the sun shines again, she sails away again. You know this. Deep down, in that part of your brain, you try to silence with excuses and hope, you know. Second tactic, the unshakable frame test. She's testing if you're still the same weak man she left. Every message is a test. How are you? Translation. Are you still available? I miss you. Translation. The other guys didn't work out. Can we be friends? Translation. I want to keep you as a backup while I look for something better. Every tear is a test. Every promise is a test. If you respond immediately, you lost. If you show enthusiasm, you lost. If you ask about the past, you lost. If you show you were waiting, game over. She needs to see desperation to confirm she made the right choice to come. Back to plan B. Weak men explain. Strong men act. Desperate men beg. Men of value leave. Men without options accept. Men with abundance refuse. Third tactic, the don't reward bad behavior rule. She abandoned you. She chose to leave. She decided you weren't good enough. She trampled on your heart, spat on your dreams, tore up your plans, and now she wants to come back as if nothing happened, as if she hadn't left you in pieces, as if she hadn't turned you into a shadow of what you were. And you're going to reward that? Are you going to say, yes, you can leave me whenever you want and come back when it's convenient? Every time you accept this, you teach her that you can be discarded, that you are disposable, that your love, your time, your energy are infinite resources she can waste. This is not love. This is abuse with romantic marketing. Fourth tactic, the artificial scarcity principle. The more available you are, the less she values you. It's pure math. Law of supply and demand applied to relationships. If you're always available to an ex who discarded you, your value plummets. She knows she has you in her pocket, that she can discard you and retrieve you whenever she wants. You become an object, a resource, a permanent plan B, a Ken doll on the shelf waiting for Barbie to finish playing with other dolls. You're trapped and you don't even realize it. The system doesn't want you to know this. The romance industry, the movies, the songs, all profit from your hope. Hollywood makes billions selling happy reconciliation endings. Spotify profits from you listening to sad songs about lost love. Therapists tell you to process your feelings. They process for years, charging per session, never telling you the simple truth. She's not worth your suffering. Friends tell you to give it a chance because it's easier than seeing you suffer. Family says love conquers all because they were programmed by the same lie. Everyone conspires to keep you weak, malleable, available. Why? Because strong men don't serve the system. Men with boundaries aren't controllable. Men who say no are dangerous to the established order. A man who doesn't tolerate disrespect, doesn't consume to compensate, doesn't drink to forget, doesn't spend to impress, doesn't go into debt to win her back. So they sell you. The narrative of romantic love, of the second chance, of infinite forgiveness. They keep you domesticated, tamed, available. Let me tell you about Bruno, entrepreneur, 28 years old, started from scratch, slept at the office, ate instant noodles every day, built his empire brick by brick. His ex, Carla, left him for a guy with more ambition. She met the guy at a networking event, sales manager, imported car, fake Rolex she thought was real. Bruno wasn't ambitious enough, didn't have the right car, didn't frequent the right places. He was still building, still growing, still in the process. She wanted the finished product. A year later, 18 months to be exact, the ambitious guy dumped Carla for another, for a 22-year-old, blonde, influencer, predictable as the sunrise. Now Carla reappears. She saw on LinkedIn that Bruno closed a round of investment, 7 figures. She praises Bruno's company, notes how he's grown, how he's changed, how he's evolved, sends a photo of the dog they raised together. He misses you. Bruno almost falls for it, almost. But then he realizes she only values him when he wins, when he has something to offer, when he's useful, when his bank account is full. when his social status has risen. She doesn't love Bruno, she loves what Bruno can provide, and when someone else provides more, she'll leave again. It's always been like this. It always will be like this. Nature doesn't lie. Biology doesn't forgive. Evolutionary psychology is relentless. The choice is yours. Fifth tactic, the mutual investment audit. Where is her investment? Words, promises, tears? That's not investment. It's cheap manipulation. Real investment is consistent action over time. It's verifiable change, it's measurable effort. Is she in therapy? Has she changed the patterns that destroyed the relationship? Does she have a concrete plan? Has she taken full responsibility for the abandonment? Or did she just show up with longing and empty promises? Same old promises, same script, same performance. You already know the answer. You always have. Sixth tactic, the revolving door protocol. Anyone who leaves once leaves twice, leaves 3 times, leaves as many times as you allow. It's a pattern, a programming, a learned and reinforced behavior. Every time you accept her return, you validate her departure. You say, "You can go, I'll wait." You become the revolving door, always available, always open, always ready for the next. Abandonment. It's like training a dog by rewarding bad behavior. She learns there are no consequences, that you are eternal, that you are infinite, that you are guaranteed. This is exactly you. Now comes the part that will really destroy you. The part no one talks about, the part everyone pretends doesn't exist. The case of Carlos, history teacher, 38 years old, 10 years of marriage, 2 children. Pedro, 8, Anna, 6. Own home. Life built brick by brick, Sunday barbecues, beach trips every January, Christmas with the whole family. Then his wife arrives and says she doesn't love him anymore. Just like that. No drama, no other person, no elaborate explanation. Just doesn't love him anymore. As if love were a switch. 10 years thrown in the trash. Divorce, division of assets, shared custody. The children crying, asking why daddy doesn't live at home anymore. His daughter having nightmares. His son isolating himself. 2 years later, 2 years and 3 months. Carlos rebuilt his life. New relationship. Paula, a teacher too, loves the children. The children love her. New routine, the children adapted. They finally stopped asking when mommy and daddy would get back together. Stability regained. Peace. His ex-wife reappears. Financial difficulties. The entrepreneur boyfriend she found went bankrupt. Loneliness, depression, regret. Let's rebuild the family for the children, she says. We made mistakes, she says. We can try again, she says. The children need their parents together, she says. She uses the children as a weapon, as a shield, as emotional currency. Carlos looks at his new life, at Paula who wakes up every day at 5 a.m. to make him coffee, at his new partner who hugs the children as if they were her own, at the peace he has achieved, at his children who finally stopped crying every night, at the new memories, at the new rituals, at the new family he is building. The answer is no. Just like that. That direct. That definitive. Are you thinking he was cruel? That he should have given her a chance? That the children need their parents together? You are thinking exactly what the system wants you to think. But Carlos understood something you haven't yet. Love of convenience is not love. Financial desperation is not love. Loneliness is not love. Using children as emotional currency is not love. This is not love. Never was, never will. B. The modern battlefield of relationships is brutal. Without mercy, without honor, without rules. The rules have changed, the dynamics have evolved, but men continue to operate with old programming. They continue to believe in fairy tales. They continue to sacrifice themselves on the altar of hope. They continue to be the same knights trying to save princesses who don't want to be saved, who only want the castle. You think this is bad? You haven't seen anything yet. The legal system favors her. Always. Alimony. Custody. Division of assets. The house stays with her. The children stay with her. The social narrative stays with her. You become the villain who didn't want to try again. Everything structured so she can leave and come back whenever she wants, knowing you pay the price, literally, financially, emotionally, socially. Therapists tell you to work on your feelings, never to set boundaries. They charge $200 a session to tell you that the problem is you, that you need to be more open, more vulnerable, more available. The media romanticizes the return, the second chance, the love that overcomes obstacles. Netflix profits, Hollywood profits. You lose. It's all a conspiracy, all strategy, all to keep you weak. No one tells you this. The lawyer doesn't tell you that accepting her back can constitute reconciliation and affect future legal proceedings. You could lose rights. You could set precedents. The psychologist doesn't tell you that the pattern of abandonment and return creates attachment trauma that can take years to resolve. Decades, generations passed down to your children. Friends don't tell you they think you're pathetic for accepting crumbs from someone who discarded you. They laugh at you behind your back. They bet on how long until she leaves you again. No one has the courage. I do. Do you know the most devastating mistake you make? Reacting with enthusiasm when she comes back. That dopamine rush, that hit of validation, that renewed hope, that feeling of, I knew she'd come back. You just showed all your cards. You showed you were waiting, that you hadn't moved on, that she still controls you, that 8 months, a year, 2 years weren't enough, that you are the same, exactly the same. Game over. She lost all respect, all desire, all attraction. You became the puppy waiting for its owner to come home, wagging its tail, jumping for joy, celebrating, happy with crumbs, grateful for attention. Pathetic. You know it's true. That part of you that you try to silence knows. Second fatal mistake. Giving in to nostalgia. Your treacherous mind only remembers the good moments, the sex, the laughter, the trips. The first time she said I love you. The way she bit her lip when she was concentrating. The smell of her hair. Conveniently forgetting the fights. The emotional betrayals. The disrespect. The pain. The nights awake wondering where she is, who she's with, why she's not answering. You create a fantasy version of the past that never existed, and you use that fantasy to justify returning to hell. Wait, it gets worse. Much worse. Third mistake. Seeking validation through her. Trying to prove you've changed, that you're better now, that you're stronger, richer, more handsome, more interesting, that she made a mistake. This is pure desperation. It's a loser's mentality. It's a victim's mindset. She doesn't need to validate anything. She doesn't need to acknowledge anything. Your worth doesn't depend on her opinion. It never did. You gave her that power, but you act as if it does. You act as if life only has. Meaning if she recognizes your worth. Fourth mistake. Ignoring why you broke up. The fundamental problems haven't disappeared. They're there, latent, waiting. Like cancer in remission. Like mines in the field, ready to explode again. The incompatibility of values, the difference in goals, the lack of respect, the toxic communication, the destructive patterns. It's all still there, but you prefer to pretend that time healed, that things have changed, that now it will be different. It won't. It never is. It's always worse the second time, because now she knows she can. She knows you accept it. She knows you're weak, and she'll test more, push more, disrespect more. Fifth terminal mistake, not having a life without her. Your goals depend on her. Your happiness depends on her. Your future depends on her. You are an emotional black hole sucking energy from any available source. An emotional vampire, an effective parasite, and she knows it. That's why she came back. Because you're easy, predictable, controllable, guaranteed. A man without purpose accepts any proposal. A man with a mission has no time for petty drama. A man without direction follows anyone. A man with a destiny doesn't stray from his path. You're trapped and you don't even realize it. So what do you do? How do you escape? How do you break the cycle? How do you free yourself? First step, evaluate the source and timing. Not what she says, when she says it. Why now? What changed in her life? Not in yours, in hers. What failure brought her back? What rejection? What need? What unpaid bill? What unbearable loneliness? What unfavorable comparison? Identify the pattern, decode the matrix, see beyond the surface, beyond the tears, beyond the promises, see the strategy, the calculation, the manipulation. Second step, maintain. The unshakable frame. Respond after 48 hours. Minimum. 72 is better. A week is ideal. Without enthusiasm, without anger, without emotion. Neutral as Switzerland. Courteous as a bank teller. Distant as an elementary school acquaintance. Hello, Marina. I hope you're doing well. I wish you all the best. End. She needs to feel that you've moved on, that she's the past, that you have better options, that life went on, that the world didn't stop. Even if it hasn't, even if you still suffer, even if you still dream of her, fake it till you make it. Pretend until it becomes true. Act until it's real. Third step, demand the explicit why. If she insists, if she pressures, if she cries, demand clarity. Don't accept vague answers. I missed you is not an answer. It's manipulation. I realized I love you is not an answer. It's desperation. I made a mistake is not an answer. It's obvious. She needs to articulate exactly what changed, how it changed, why it changed, and what she offers differently. Concrete plan, verifiable changes, measurable actions. Without that clarity, it's just emotional manipulation, smoke, mirrors, illusion. You've fallen for this before, many times. Fourth step, create a strict probationary period. If you are weak enough to consider it, if you are foolish enough to think about accepting, establish non-negotiable conditions. Her individual therapy, paid for by her, every week, with a report from the therapist, balanced financial investment. She pays half of everything, always. Consistent initiative from her. She plans the dates. She makes the effort. She invests the time. Verifiable behavioral changes, documented, measurable. Without that, no discussion, no consideration, no possibility. The choice is yours, but you've made that choice before, and it went wrong. Fifth step, prioritize your peace and progress. Calculate the cost, not the benefit, the cost, lost time, years that won't come back, wasted energy. That could build an empire. Lost opportunities, other women, better women, women who choose you first. Accumulated pain, that turns into trauma. That turns into a pattern. That turns into destiny, renewed trauma. That passes to the children. That becomes generational. Is it worth it? For someone who already discarded you once, who already proved you are disposable, who already showed you are optional. You already know the answer, you always have. Sixth step, be ready to say no. No means no. No explanation. No justification. No elaboration, no drama, no emotion, no period. End of story. Your power is in no, your strength is in no, your freedom is in no, your dignity is in no, your future is in no. But you won't say no. You'll rationalize, you'll justify, you'll give in, you'll make excuses, you'll imagine scenarios, you'll dream of possibilities. You'll delude yourself again. Some will say this is too cold, too calculating, too rigid, too cruel. These are the same ones who have been stuck in toxic cycles for years, decades, entire lives, the same ones who accept crumbs, the same ones who beg for attention, the same ones who die slowly every day. Do you want to be one of them? The legal system won't protect you. It will protect her, always. Couples therapy will tell you to communicate better, not that she shouldn't have abandoned you. It will charge you, always you. Family will pressure for reconciliation, not for your peace. Think of the children. Think of what people will say. Think of the example. Friends will tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. They will lie not to create conflict, not to see you suffer, not to have to put up with your drama. You are alone in this battle, always have been, always will be. Women test, constantly. It's evolutionary programming, biological, written in DNA. They need to know if you are strong enough to protect, provide, lead. If you can handle pressure, if you maintain frame, if you have boundaries. Every test is an evaluation. Every piece of crap she throws at you is to see if you can handle the pressure. If you break, if you give in, if you submit. And when you accept her back. After the abandonment, you failed the supreme test, the final test, the definitive test. She knows she can do anything. Betray, abandon, humiliate, disrespect, destroy. And you will accept it, always, because you are weak, because you have no options, because you have no self-worth, because you have no boundaries, because you have no dignity, because you don't respect yourself. This is exactly you. But what if she really changed? Are you still clinging to that hope? After everything I've shown you, real change takes years, decades, intensive therapy, deep inner work, consistent daily effort, sacrifice, pain, growth. It doesn't happen in months. It doesn't happen because she got dumped by another guy. It doesn't happen because she's lonely. It doesn't happen because she's afraid of growing old alone. You are deluding yourself, as always, as she expects, as she counts on, again, always again. What if you still love her? First, you don't love her. You love the idea of her, the fantasy, the version you created in your head. Second, love is not attachment. Love is not dependence. Love is not desperation. Love is not fear of being alone. What you call love is emotional Stockholm syndrome. It's an addiction to validation. It's terror of abandonment. It's panic of rejection. It's fear of not being enough. True love doesn't hurt like that, doesn't destroy like that, doesn't humiliate like that. True love doesn't abandon and come back when it's convenient. True love doesn't use you as plan B. True love chooses you every day, not just when it's convenient. But what if you have children? A child needs healthy parents, not parents who are together. An example of strength, not submission. A model of dignity, not a doormat. A child needs to see boundaries, not an emotional revolving door. To see self-respect, not desperation. To see self-love, not self-destruction. You are teaching your children to accept crumbs, to submit, to have no boundaries, to not value themselves. Congratulations. You are raising the next generation of victims. The clock is ticking, tick-tock, tick-tock. You have one life, a single life, no replay, no save game, no second chance. Every day you waste with someone who discarded you is a day stolen from your future. One less day with someone who truly values you. One less day building something real. One less day being happy. One day closer to death, having wasted your life. With someone who doesn't deserve you, you are aging every day, every hour, every minute. She knows this. That's why she came back now. Desperation has a timer. Scarcity has an expiration date. Fear has a shelf life. She calculated that you are the best option available at this moment. Not the best possible option. The best available, now, here. In her moment of desperation, not yours. There's a difference. A huge difference. A brutal difference. You are not a priority, you are convenience, you are not a choice, you are a leftover, you are not love. You are a safe harbor. You are not a partner. You are a provider. You are not a man. You are a resource. And when the storm passes, when the sun shines again, when a better option appears, she sails away again. Always. Without exception. Without hesitation. Without remorse. It's the pattern. It's the script. It's the program running. It's nature operating. It's the raw, naked reality. You're trapped and you don't even realize it. There are two types of men reading this right now. Those who will ignore everything and accept her back. The weak ones. The desperate ones. The ones without options. The ones without dignity. They will suffer. They will regret. They will go through the same hell again. Worse this time. But at least they will learn. The hardest, most painful way possible. With more years lost. With more trauma accumulated. With more time wasted. But they will learn. Maybe. If they survive. If they don't kill themselves. If they don't completely destroy themselves. And there are those who will wake up. Now. Today. At this very moment. The strong ones. The brave ones. The ones who respect themselves. They will look at that message from her and see what it really is. A pathetic attempt to use you. Again. As always. They will delete. Block. Move on. Build something better. Live for real. Be happy. Find someone who deserves them. Who chooses them first. Always. Which one will you be? The decision is yours. But so are the consequences. You spent months, maybe years, rebuilding yourself after her abandonment. The first weeks when you couldn't even get out of bed. When taking a shower was a victory. When eating was a challenge. Sleepless nights, staring at the ceiling. Reliving every moment, every word. Trying to understand where you went wrong. What you could have done differently. Days without eating. Losing weight. Or gaining. Drinking too much. Or stopping drinking because nothing took away the pain. The pain in your chest. Physical. Real. as if someone had ripped a piece out of you, the emptiness, the black hole where she was, the anger for her leaving, for you allowing it, for loving so much, the mental negotiation. If I had, if I could, if she came back. You survived the worst. You went through hell, every circle, every torment, and you emerged, hurt, scarred, but alive, stronger, wiser, more complete. And now you want to go back? Do you want to throw it all away? All the progress? All the growth? All the evolution? Why? Because she said she changed? The same words you've already heard? Because she cried? The same crocodile tears? Because she promised? The same promises she broke before? That she will break again? The same empty words? The same script? The same performance? The same theater? You deserve better. You know this. Deep down, way deep down in that part of you that you try to silence, you know. You deserve someone who chooses you first, not as a last resort, not as plan B, not as a safe harbor. Someone who stays when it gets tough, not runs away at the first opportunity, at the first temptation, at the first problem. Someone who builds with you, not on you, not at your expense, not using you as a ladder. That's not asking too much. It's the minimum, the basic, the fundamental. But you got used to less than the minimum, much less. You conditioned yourself to accept crumbs and call it a feast, to be grateful for basic attention, to celebrate minimal effort. You programmed yourself to be grateful for basic attention, for minimal gestures, for crumbs of affection. You lowered yourself so much that any gesture seems grand, any attention seems like love, any promise seems true. Wake up, please, please, wake up. You have worth, immense worth. You have purpose, unique, important. You have a future, bright, promising. Without her, especially without her, exclusively without her. She is an anchor, not a sail. She pulls you down, not lifts you up. She is dead weight, not fuel. She holds you back, not propels you forward. She is the past, not the future. She is regression, not evolution. The choice is yours. It always has been. It always will be. You can choose the painful known or the promising unknown, the familiar hell or the unknown paradise, the familiar toxic cycle or the frightening freedom, the comfortable prison or the uncertain adventure, the slow death or the full life. But choose with your eyes open, without illusions, without fantasies, without lies you tell yourself, knowing that accepting her back is choosing to be less. Always less, it's choosing to be second, eternally second, it's choosing to be optional, always optional. It's choosing to be disposable, infinitely disposable. It's choosing to lose, again, forever, until you choose differently, until you choose you, until you say no, and meaning it, truly, with every fiber of your being, finally, definitely, irreversibly. Her message is there, on your phone screen, blinking, waiting, testing, measuring, evaluating, calculating. Every second that passes without a response is you gaining power, regaining control. Every minute of silence is you regaining dignity. Every hour without contact is you getting stronger. Every day without a response is you winning, or you can respond now, this second, with your heart racing, with your hands trembling, with hope inflating, and lose everything again as always, as she expects, as she calculated, as she knows you will do, because you always do, because you are predictable, because you are weak, because you haven't learned, because you haven't grown, because you haven't evolved, or you were, until today, until now, until this moment, the moment of choice, the moment of truth, the moment of decision, the moment to decide who you are, definitely, who you will be, eternally, how your story ends, with you on your knees begging for crumbs, crawling for attention, begging for affection, or with you standing building your empire, erect building your legacy, elevated living your legend. The choice has always been yours. It always will be yours, forever yours, but you have to make it and live with the consequences, all of them, every single one, forever, without regrets, or with all of them, without looking back or stuck in the past. No second chance for her, without her, especially without her. Mainly without her. Definitely without her. Absolutely without her. Eternally without her. Life is too short to waste on someone who already discarded you. Once. Too short. Too precious. Time is too precious to invest in someone who doesn't choose you first. Too valuable. Too limited. Energy is too limited to spend on someone who only shows up when they need something. Too finite. Too sacred. You know this. You always have. You just needed to hear it. From someone. From me. Now. Today. You heard it. You know it. You understood it. You comprehended it. You absorbed it. The question is, will you act, or will you continue to be you? The same you who accepts, who always accepted, the same you who gives in, who always gave in, the same you who submits, who always submitted, the same you she left, and who she can get back, the same you she knows she can get back, whenever she wants, however she wants, wherever she wants, always. Or will you be different, new, reborn, transformed, strong, unshakable, indestructible, unstoppable, unbeatable, invincible, free, finally free, truly free, absolutely free, free from her, free from the past, free from the prison, free from the chains, free to build your empire, your legacy, free to grow without limits, without a ceiling, free to live, fully, intensely, truly live, for the first time, without chains, without shackles, without bars, without anchors, without weights, without ballast, without her, forever without her. The storm has passed, you survived. Against all odds, you are here, breathing, alive, stronger, with scars that prove your strength, wiser, with lessons etched into your soul, more valuable, with experience no one can take away. Don't waste that by going back into the eye of the hurricane, into the center of destruction, into the core of chaos. Move forward, always forward, only forward, never back, never to her, never again, never ever, under any circumstances. For no reason, the choice is yours, the choice is yours, the choice is yours. Make it now, now, now.